Many Hong Kong films have remained firmly in the memories of movie fans all over the world. A large group of Hong Kong actors have become rising stars, climbing further into the ranks of international celebrities. The Hong Kong cinematic culture has kept advancing due to its diversity in content and storytelling, whether we are considering the ancient themes or the reflections of life and society that have consistently moved and influenced audience reception. Hong Kong films have exhibited the beauty of landscapes, as well as the human condition itself in both light and dark aspects. In this episode, our Spirit of Asia team takes a journey back in time to the groundbreaking world of Hong Kong cinema. We explore the era when Hong Kong films were being imported into Thailand. Red carpet history of Hong Kong cinema. The glory of Hong Kong cinema began with the families Shaw moving to Hong Kong in 1958. Sir Runmei Shaw had just graduated in color photography from Japan. The film Dioshan was produced by the Shaw Brothers Studio. The family had previous experience in Chinese opera, both Cantonese and Peking. The company based in Hong Kong then expanded into filmmaking. The children of the family had also graduated from the School of Peking Opera. Hong Kong actors became increasingly well known, and with their celebrity status, they were the force that transformed the Hong Kong film industry. Bruce Lee, for example, had his first lead role in the action martial arts film The Big Boss, which was filmed in the small town of Pak Chong in Thailand. The film was an enormous commercial success both in Hong Kong and the United States. At this point, Hollywood turned to Hong Kong as the source and location of film production in Asia. From predominantly showing action movies, production diversified into comedies and dramas. Many directors made a name for themselves, including Johnny To, John Woo, Shi Ke, Ann Hui, and Stanley Kwan.
When I was in middle school, I joined the drama club in the middle school. I want to be an actor. So that's why I joined Hong Kong TVB in 1975 as in the artist training class. After 1 year training, they asked me to work with the young filmmaker. They use 16mm to make TV series, single story TV series like Ann Hui, Patrick Tam, Yim Ho, Choi Ha. So I was script boy and also assistant director. Then I followed them as assistant director in film business after they moved to the film industry. So in mid-80, I got the first chance to make my first film, Women. I'm now teaching in City University. I talk to the students. Most of the important thing of a script is the characters, the human relationship. So I think all my concern about my films, No Matter Rouge, Love Unto Waste, Center Stage with Maggie Cheung, or all my concern is the characters.
Rouge, which is known to Thai people as Goodbye to Love for 59 years. The film is a love story between the living and the dead in a way that is both beautiful and tragic. Leslie Cheung and Anita May took the lead roles. Apart from Stanley Kwan, there are many other directors who are well known to Thai people, from images of floating tobacco smoke and the slowness of cinematic rhythm. These properties seem to contradict the real lives of Hong Kong people. Here we introduce the director Wong Kar-wai. This telephone booth was used on the set of Days of Being Wild, located in the Western Market in Sheung Wan. The area hosts British colonial architecture, which Wong Kar-wai used as the film's landscape to inspire a sense of nostalgia for the old Hong Kong. The central mid-levels escalator system served as a location in Chungking Express. Wong Kar-wai tells the story of a golden-haired woman showing her heart for the world to marvel. This is the character named Faye, played by Faye Wong, who bends down to watch Cop 663 in this neighboring apartment building. Unfortunately, the majority of Thai audiences didn't take so much interest in Wong Kar-wai's films. For certain kinds of markets, the most popular films were definitely action movies and comedies. People would wait impatiently for the new upcoming movies to enter theaters or appear on television screens.
I think the tempo of those Hong Kong movies, especially comedies, the tempo is fast too. So it's for Hong Kong people, it's as usual. We talk speed fast and walk fast and everything. But somehow the comedy's advantage for audiences, even the tempo is fast, is tense, but they got some point to laugh, to relax.
During the 1970s and 80s, which are considered to be the late period of Hong Kong cinema, a very high volume of films were released due to the industry drastically speeding up its production rate. With the handover of Hong Kong from the United Kingdom to the People's Republic of China taking place in 1997, this deadline made people especially sensitive. So the 1970s to the 1990s saw an extreme commercial drive during which Hong Kong produced as many films as possible during that particular window of time. Consequently, there was a period in which Hong Kong movies were in a steady decline due to weak storylines and a failure to hold the previous high standards of attention to detail. Then came a film that placed Hong Kong cinema back in the ranks of explosive fame, and that film was Infernal Affairs, which was released in 2002, starring Tony Leung and Andy Lau. Their characters' exchanges were intense and epic, and the film was hugely popular all over Asia.
On the taxi right in front of here, while the spy, Tony Leung, he just escaped and saw the incident and was in shock. So it was a scene with a taxi stopping here, and the incident happened. So since the movie came out, we had a rumor that all the taxi drivers refused to stop here, exactly at this spot.
Infernal Affairs placed Hong Kong films in international discussion platforms, and the popularity of Hong Kong cinema was on the rise once again. Audio Space, which was one of the film's storied locations, has accommodated floods of visitors. Here along Aplio Street, some legendary scenes were also filmed.
是谁在敲打我窗？
人聲幾煩，
是誰？
睇唔睇到啊？
From the early 2000s onwards, the popularity of Hong Kong movies dropped drastically. The reason behind this decline was due to an increasing number of competitors in the international film industry, ranging from Hollywood to Korean to Japanese to Chinese. Hong Kong filmmakers such as John Woo, Shi Ke, Jackie Chan, and Michelle Yeoh were moving abroad to combine their talents with projects in the United States. The decline of Hong Kong cinema has caused many people to leave their film companies to pursue other life paths. We arrive at the Hong Kong Film Archive, where we meet two people who work in film restoration. Wong Hung once served as film editor for the iconic Golden Harvest Studio. Once the industry was beginning to decline, he transferred his talents to the Hong Kong Film Archive, where he repairs and restores old film material.
啲文藝片咧，同埋動作片係邊一樣會難啲？
兩樣嘢係動作片同文藝片咧，就基本上係兩樣嘢嘅。動作片咧，佢揀嗰陣時真係講佢嘅動作嘅流暢性啦，打得好唔好啦。咁文藝片咧就要睇嗰個演員嗰個眼啊，或者係當時嗰個感情啊嗰方面去揀個戲咁樣咯。我自己就覺得文藝片係難啲嘅，因為要顧及呢個嗰個劇情嘅進度啊咁樣。咁動作片基本上就係動作接動作咁樣去剪嘅。咁就動作方面咧，就應該就係已經 set 咗係一拳打過去接翻點樣。咁咪每一個動作都係咁樣接嘅，但係文藝片咧有佢你自己個思想，可能譬如以動作片嚟講咧，譬如每個演員拍動作片咧，可能 NG 咗好多 take 嘅。咁我試過係70個 take，然後揀呢個 take 係OK 嘅，然後就剪落去嘅。呢啲都有嘅。
咁嗰個電影個名係乜嘢？
師弟出馬都有剪過70個 take 去揀嘅，係。
咁我啊
當然有導演喺度揀啦，同埋我哋一齊揀。咁每一個動作咧要70個鏡頭都係會睇晒，然後揀出嚟嘅。
Coven Low also left the film company. His job here is to repair damaged film material. The resulting quality will then be of a standard to be screened in the annual film festival hosted by the Hong Kong Film Archive.
喺熒幕上面嗰套係咩電影？
呢套叫做《歌舞升平》啊，
歌舞升
係一套80年代嘅電影。
嚟呢度做嘢嘅人係咪好中意睇電影咧？同埋咧係咪覺得做呢樣嘢會開心？
係㗎，其實好多同事佢哋其實本身係好熱愛電影嘅，咁佢哋係見到菲林咧，咁佢哋就會覺得佢哋可以繼續貢獻佢哋自己多年嘅經驗同埋佢哋嘅功力落去，咁佢哋其實係一路做嗰陣時，佢哋都會可以諗翻起佢哋當年嘅情況啦。咁其實一陣你都可以同我哋師傅傾下偈嘅。 有啲咧同我哋講，佢哋當年喺邊間電影公司做，係佢哋一手一腳去有份製作嗰部電影。咁而家嚟到呢度，又可以見翻嗰套電影，可以有好多回憶，佢哋好開心㗎咯。
10 years ago, film material would be sent to be developed in Thailand. The expense of film development was very low, and the quality was very high. Plus, the film people of both sides were extremely well connected. Hong Kong movies were very popular among Thai people, so it was a mutually beneficial relationship between Thailand and Hong Kong. And if we begin to really make observations, we'll find that many Hong Kong films were directed and produced in Thailand. Examples include Wong Kar-wai's In the Mood for Love and even Infernal Affairs 2.
มีฉากที่ตัวละครแซมที่แสดงโดยเจิ้นจิ้วเหวยเนี่ยเขามาเมืองไทยแล้วก็ถูกจับตัวไว้แล้วก็กำลังต่อรองกับมาเฟียไทยซึ่งฉากนี้นับว่าเป็นฉากเปลี่ยนของเรื่องนะฮะเปลี่ยนจากตัวของแซมเนี่ยที่ตอนแรกเนี่ยยังเป็นตัวละครดีๆอยู่นะเข้าสู่วงการเป็นมาเฟียเต็มตัวก็คือฉากนี้
Ritimet Tubsuwan runs the page 9 Solitary Swords, which presents information concerning Hong Kong Chinese films and series. These forms of entertainment have been his passion since childhood. Am's place of residence is in the Mahashai Market area in Samut Sakhon province. During that time, the market was mostly populated by Chinese people, and the films that were screened were mainly Chinese. He also had relatives who opened a shop for video rentals.
ที่เป็นสถิติก็คือผู้หญิงฆ่าขยะแตกปี 1990 จริงๆผู้หญิงฆ่าขยะแตกมันมีตำนานคือตอนแรกเข้ามาเนี่ยมันเป็นหนังขั้นเวลาเอามาฉายขั้นเวลาก่อนสักอาทิตย์หนึ่งก่อนที่โปโลเยจะเข้านะฮะก็เอามาฉายตอนแรกเนี่ยไม่คิดว่าจะดังแต่กลับกลายว่าเป็นหนังที่คนดูวนเยอะที่สุดแล้วเป็นหนังที่ทำรายได้สูงสุดในไทยในปีนั้นเลย 2533 หรือ 1990 แล้วก็นนทนาเอามาฉายใหม่อีกครั้งหนึ่งในปีถัดมาเพราะมันประสบความสำเร็จมากมีผู้หญิงมาดูแบบ 30-40 รอบอะมาดูแล้วร้องไห้ใช่
For the drama category of films, every fan of Hong Kong movies knows Leslie Cheung and Anita May. Both of them began their performing careers as singers. They became the king and queen of Cantonese music in the 1980s and won numerous awards through competing on the RTV stage. Their accomplishments, along with the positive aspects of their personalities behind the scenes, won them the love and dedication of the Hong Kong people. Since then, both celebrities have maintained some of the most loyal fan clubs in all of Hong Kong entertainment. Because of his inherent kindness, Leslie Cheung's popularity rose sky high, to the point where he had the courage to make public that he had a boyfriend, during a time when there was still a common fear of disclosing this kind of orientation. And yet the disclosure did nothing to lessen Leslie Cheung's popularity among the people of Hong Kong. He was completely open about the fact that Daffy Tong was his partner. If you love me, you must accept the one I love, he would say.
เดินจุงมือกันใช่แล้วมันก็เป็นรูปเขาเรียกว่ามือประสานมือแห่งศตวรรษคือรูปนั้นปาปารัสซี่ถ่ายสองคนนี้เพิ่งไปดูภาพยนตร์ชมภาพยนตร์ขึ้นมาด้วยกันแล้วเจอปาปารัสซี่เพราะปาปารัสซี่ฮ่องกงเนี่ยมันเยอะมาก ในยุคนั้นเขาไปแอบถ่ายเขาแล้วเลซี่จังรู้สึกว่ามันละเมิดความเป็นส่วนตัวเขากับแฟนเขาก็เลยจุงมือดัฟฟี่เดินไปเพราะว่าหนึ่งคือเป็นการเปิดตัวชายรักชายแล้วก็แสดงความรักกันอย่างแน่วแน่ว่าก็ฉันรักผู้ชายฉันก็เดินจุงมือเขาในที่สาธารณะซึ่งสมัยนั้นไม่มีแต่เลซี่จังคือทำคือฉันรักคนนี้โลกก็ต้องรู้คือไม่ปิดบัง
During the years leading up to the end of his life, Leslie Cheung was diagnosed with depression. It was a sickness that ate into his talents and artistic gifts. Sadly, on the 1st of April in 2003, Leslie Chung died by committing suicide. Thai people were saddened by this loss, just as much as the people of Hong Kong. Thai audiences had always felt connected to Hong Kong stars, and Thai people also worked with Hong Kong actors. Geisha was Jackie Chan's stuntman in the film Around the World in 80 Days. Serving as Jackie Chan's stuntman was the pride of his life. He would smile every time he talked about his experiences on this job.
ความทรงจำที่เฉินหลงเนี่ยก็คือเขาเป็นคนที่ nice guy มากก็คือเป็นคนที่ดูแลเราดีมากอันนี้เป็นเรื่องจริงเลยที่ว่าเขาเดินเก็บขยะตามกองถ่ายมีอาหารเขาจะส่งมาสั่งมาทั้งหมดเลยแล้วก็มาเสิร์ฟเองนี่เป็นความประทับใจมากๆเลยที่แบบว่าโอ้โหเขาไม่ถือตัวเลยเขานอนโรงแรม5 ดาวพวกผมก็นอนโรงแรมเดียวกันทุกคนนอนโรงแรมเดียวกันไม่ว่าจะทีมงานไฟทีมงานอาร์ตเปิดโรงแรมนอนที่เดียวกันหมดเลยเฮ้ยมันเหมือนครอบครัวเขาแบบว่าสร้างพื้นฐานไม่มีการแบ่งแยกชนชั้นนะครับไม่มีการเหยียดเราก็จดจำแต่สิ่งดีๆที่มาปรับปรุงกับตัวเราแล้วก็ปรับปรุงกับน้องๆเราปรับปรุงกับทีมใจกล้าสตันเนี่ยอย่างผู้กำกับเขาอยากได้ผมอยากได้แอคชั่นอย่างนี้คุณทำได้ไหมสู้กันกับผู้ร้าย20 คนแล้วก็นางเอกขึ้นมาช่วยอะไรเงี้ยเราก็ตีโจทย์ให้แตกแล้วก็ไปทำเป็นซีนนั้นไปซีนนั้นที่คุณเห็นมาที่คนเห็นว่าหนังเรื่องนี้สู้กันอย่างนี้อะไรเงี้ยทุกอย่างมีการวางแผนมีการทำซ้ำทำแล้วทำอีกทำแล้วไม่ผ่านก็กลับมาแก้อะไรอย่างเงี้ย
การที่คนไทย
In order for Thai people to understand the cinematic expressions of Hong Kong, language barriers had to be removed since the films are all in Chinese. Avenues had to be created so that Thai audiences could have access as fully as possible.
เมื่อเรารู้ว่าหนังของโจซิงฉือมาหนังเฉินหลงมาเนี่ยเมื่อก่อนไม่มีโซเชียลผมจะไปเดินแถวสยามไปนั่งดูเด็กเขาคุยอะไรกันเฮ้ยมีคำแปลกๆอะไรวะเฮ้ยเด็กแนวเฮ้ยอะไรว่าเขาพูดอะไรกันในชั่วโมงนั้นมีเพลงอะไรดังๆคำอะไรดังๆผมจะจดเป็นหัวข้อไว้เลยเรื่องหนึ่งประมาณ10 ข้อ10 มุกแล้วผมจะเอาคำหนังสือตรงเนี้ยวันภาคหนังโจซิงฉือเฉินหลงแล้วที่เป็นหนังตลกผมจะเอามุกเนี่ยมาวางไว้ตรงหน้าของผมคนเดียวนั่งวางแล้วจะหาทางเอา10 มุกเนี่ยใส่ละลายเข้าไปในหนังให้ได้ให้กลมกลืนที่สุดเฮ้ยโดนเตะตกถังไปเนี่ยช่วงนั้นก็คือจะไปฟ้องITV ITV เขาจะมีรายการดังๆแล้วมันบอกว่าจะไปฟ้องสรยุทธพอเตะตุ้มพอมันพูดถึงสรยุทธกูก็ซุดมาอยู่ตรงนี้อะไรอย่างเงี้ยแล้วมันหลายอย่างที่เหมือนกับว่ารู้สึกดีๆในเรื่องที่เอามาฉายบางอย่างที่เราลืมไปแล้วพอเรามานั่งดูว่าเฮ้ยเหมือนเราได้บันทึกอะไรบางสิ่งบางอย่างไว้ในหนังเรื่องหนึ่งนะ
Back in the day, the dubbers of the Pantamit team also dubbed for Nongray mobile movies, and Do experimented his humor with the Nongray audiences. If any jokes didn't inspire the audience to explode into laughter, then those jokes would not make it into the dubbing of Hong Kong movies that were released in these cinema theaters.
แล้วฮ่องกงนี่ตัวร้ายของเขาก็คือไม่ร้ายโหดหนังตลกคือไม่ร้ายโหดอ่ะร้ายไม่เห็นเลือดอ่ะร้ายแบบธรรมดาฆ่ากันก็แบบขำๆฉะนั้นเสียงของนักพากย์ที่เราดูมาพากย์เนี่ยจะต้องมีผมจะบอกทุกคนว่าพยายามอย่าจริงจังจนเมื่อถึงเวลาเล่นแล้วมันบิดลงไปเล่นไม่ได้พยายามใส่ที่มันสอๆว่าเผื่อขำไว้บ้างเพราะเดี๋ยวไอ้ตัวนี้ก็ขำหัวหน้าผู้ร้ายมันก็ขำ
With the dubbing process, Yao Ma Dai becomes Yawalat, and Chinese songs are turned into Thai songs. Do's sense of humor in the dubbing of Hong Kong movies have smoothly incorporated Thai qualities and context, providing Thai audiences with much easier access to Hong Kong films. They felt culturally closer to what they were watching, just as the film medium was always bringing Thailand and Hong Kong closer together.
ตรุษจีนเนี่ยคุณต้องรอเฉินหลงทุกปีคุณต้องตั้งตารอเข้ามาปีละเรื่องปีนี้ไม่ได้ดูก็ไม่ได้ปีหน้าต้องมาแล้วพอมันฉายลงไปปั๊บกว่ามันจะออกแผ่นละอีก3-4 เดือน 6 เดือนคุณต้องรอดูตรงนั้นเลยพอสงกรานต์มาโจซิงฉือมาคุณก็ต้องรอดูแล้วมันไม่เดี๋ยวนี้คุณจะเปิดดูจิ้มเมื่อไหร่คุณก็เห็นจิ้มเมื่อไหร่คุณก็เห็นความขลังมันไม่มีเดี๋ยวนี้
The Hong Kong film industry has been in decline. Movies starring Stephen Chow, Chow Yun-fat, and Jackie Chan are no longer being delivered in abundance, unlike the old days when the world of Hong Kong movies was at its height. So the Pantomime dubbers are now telling us that they too are about to close down.
Tradition of Hong Kong industry is, go for commercial value. But now, commercial value, we just talk about big budget film, no matter action movie, comedy, and all that. But now, the young people cannot get the full support of the big budget films.
Hong Kong society has changed, and the Hong Kong film industry is no longer being supported by the government. So in this day and age, it's very difficult to find Hong Kong action movies that take the audience to heart-racing highs and lows. In addition, popular comedies are not being produced as they once were. But evidence of the golden days of Hong Kong cinema remains in the form of videos and VCDs, which are stored away in the homes of devoted fans.